Hello everybody, welcome to another video and welcome back to my channel. Guys, I'm so excited to see you here. I am so elated to bring you another video. If you're new to this channel, I go by the name My Sugar Flour Wheat Free Journey. Yes, my sugar flour wheat free journey. Not only am I abstinent from sugar flour wheat, but I'm also abstinent from trans fats, ultra processed foods, alcohol, and other high carbohydrates food. Okay, I am a food addict, so for me to be able to abstain from those things, a lot of people might say, oh, that's a bit rigid, that is a bit too much. I don't see why anyone would want to cut out all those things. Why can't you just eat in moderation? Guys, there's no such thing for food addict. Take it from me, I've been there, done that. I've been on tons of diets, tons of yo-yo diets, and I can assure you that doesn't work for a food addict like myself. So hear me out, stay tuned to this video, and I will explain to you. So in this video, if you've never seen a video from me before, go ahead and check out my other videos on my channel. I've uploaded a few. As you can see, it's a new channel, so I'm just getting my feet wet into, my abstinent journey on YouTube. But you could go ahead and check out another few of my videos and see what it is that I'm about. Okay, anyway guys, so on the menu today, I will be making some Jamaican stewed pork with coconut mushroom jasmine rice, and I've also made some sauteed kale and also some cabbage, and that's gonna be coming up into the video. But if you're not new to the channel, I go about talking about my abstinence, but I use my cooking videos to get the message out that I'm trying to deliver to everyone, right? To share my abstinent journey, what works for me, how my abstinent journey has been. I've already been abstinent from sugar flour wheat now for 9 months. February the 13th will make it 10 months since I've abstained from sugar, flour, wheat, ultra processed foods, alcohol, trans fats, and high carbohydrates food. And guys, my life has changed tremendously, but I'm not gonna lie, it has not been the easiest thing for me to do. It's one of the hardest thing that I've ever had to do with challenges. I mean, just imagine you being in the position for 38 years of your life, eating whatever you want and not having any, nothing to stop you or anything like that, and to just stop that cold turkey. A lot of people take their time and transition into, dieting and stuff like that, exercising. You just don't quit cold turkey. But because I've been such a yo-yo dieter for all my life, well, not all my life, since I've been 13, I've been a yo-yo dieter. I've been trying to portray the image of, other people. And not only that, I do know when I'm uncomfortable with my body and my size. I can look in the mirror and I can genuinely say to myself, I'm not the happiest right now. I'm not loving what I'm seeing. I'm not loving the image in the mirror. So I need to do something about it. So because I'm such a yo-yo dieter, the chance that I had to be able to be abstinent from the foods that weren't in my best interest, I just took that opportunity and ran with it, because I was sick and tired of being, back and forth with diets. Guys, if I should tell you the last diet I was on, not diet, but the last craziness, I call them madness. The last madness I did, I had went to my doctor, because every 6 months or so I'll go to my doctor for a new diet drug or whatever he has that he could offer to me, because he would normally prescribe things to me, but they would have side effects. Either I wasn't able to sleep, or I'd have to take them at a certain time so that I'll have enough time for it to come out of my system, and I wasn't able to even sleep at night. That's how much these medication was in my body. And I realized that wasn't sustainable. I wanted to sleep at night. So I'd go back the next couple months and I'd ask him what else. And mind you, all these things work, but I realized I was losing water weight, not necessarily weight, right? Because I was starving myself at some point of my diet because these drugs were just suppressing my appetite so that I could, not eat foods to the portion that I would used to eat. So I would probably eat a quarter or a half of that portion. So anyway, fast forward, the last time I went, he gave me Ozempic, and that time before, Ozempic was a popular thing. It wasn't popular. I knew nothing about it, and he told me that this is what the celebrities are taking now. Do you want me to prescribe? I'm like, sure, why not? And then I got to do my research and realize what Ozempic was about and, what it's taken for and how I go about it. I'm not a needle person, so I tried it for like a week and I was like, oh, this is just not for me. I can't be bothered to be injecting myself every week. And not only that, guys, I wasn't even doing it the right way. I literally wasn't even doing it the right way. And then I was like, you know what? I am done taking the Ozempic, so I left it in the refrigerator. And then another month or so, I was still gaining the weight, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go start taking the Ozempic again. And then I'm like, oh my god, I don't know to do this Ozempic. I don't think I'm even doing it the correct way, and I threw it in the garbage. So then the pharmacy called in and say, you have a prescription for Ozempic. So I went to pick up the prescription. The pharmacist told me, well, we have a shortage. People with diabetes can't get the Ozempic, so please, if you don't have diabetes, don't get this medicine. I'm like, all right. So that was my history with Ozempic. So I never actually gotten a chance to really try the Ozempic. And thank God, because I feel like if I did lost all that weight, I would go right back to square one because they're literally not giving you the Ozempic when you go, they can't prescribe it to you if you don't have diabetes. So I was happy about the outcome of that. And not only that, what it does to people, I'm not interested in that. So when I had the opportunity to get into the food recovery program for food addiction, I did not care. I was about to do any sacrifice that I had to do because I knew I had an issue. And the first meeting I went, it spoke to me. When I went on their website, it spoke to me. So I didn't spare any time at all. I just jumped in and went to 6 meetings to find out if it was for me. I realized it was for me and I spared no time at all. I'm right here, fast forward almost 10 months now. I've been abstinent from sugar, flour, wheat, and all those ultra processed foods that they make for us to consume at our expense. And that's our health. So I took back my right to my body, my right to what my higher power made for me to consume, and I took it back. Yes, I might use some products that's processed, but at the end of the day, they're processed with vegetables, fruits, and all that stuff. Like ketchup, yes, it's processed, but what's in it? Vegetables. So there are some ultra processed foods that I will use, not ultra processed, some processed foods that I will use that I cannot avoid, but not the ultra processed foods where I can't even pronounce the name of what I'm eating. So that is what I am all about. Guys, I have lost 50 pounds so far since I'm eating clean, abstain, fasting daily, and just portion controlling. I literally weigh and measure all my meals. Sometimes I can be a little bit rebellious, especially on the weekends when I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about the time that I eat. It's going to be different from throughout the week, Monday to Friday, because I work. So I organize or I plan my eating day to fit in with my daily schedule, but I weigh and measure everything. So just give you a general idea. For breakfast, I will have one grain, a cup of grain, I'll have 4 ounces of protein, and I'll have 6 ounces of berries. And that would be for breakfast. I literally just had my breakfast at 1 o'clock. And then for lunch, I'm going to have a V8 veggie drink. I'm going to have 6 ounces of fruits, which is going to be apples. And I'm going to have a half a cup of cottage cheese. And that's going to be for my lunch. And then when I go home for dinner, I am going to have some ground turkey, 4 ounces. I'm going to have a salad, which will be 8 ounces. And then I'm going to have 6 ounces of cooked vegetable. And I'm going to have some mushrooms when I go home. And that is my complete eating plan for the day. With me having an eating plan, it shows me the discipline that I need as a recovering food addict. So I don't have the option to just go out there and eat whatever I want to eat, because at the end of the day, I know I'm a food addict, but I still need to monitor what I eat and the portion, because as a food addict, we have a lot of bingers. We have a lot of people also that undereats, and we have a lot of people that, doesn't make a good relationship with food. And you have to have a balance when it comes on to the food, because you want to lose the weight. Most people who are food addicts, I can't even specify and say they're overweight, because you have a lot of people who are bulimic that are also in the food program that I'm in, that are trying to have a healthy relationship with the foods that they eat. So me being a food addict was the first thing that I needed to do, take a step into my eating. It was the first step that I need to make, to admit my powerlessness over food, because I needed to find a solution, and I found a solution. So it all fell into place 9 months ago, and it's still working for me. One day at a time. I cherish my abstinence one day at a time. Guys, I have so much to share with you guys, and I hope that this video brought you some form of, help towards what you're going through. Maybe it could resonate with one of you. And if so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I have so much more content to give to you guys, to share with you guys my journey, so that you don't have to struggle like I used to struggle before. I literally used to struggle, guys, and I don't want that for you. So if what I'm saying resonates, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share with someone that might find value in my videos. And until